Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another Anyline interview. My name is Mark Babin, and I'm coming to you from Anyline headquarters in the heart of beautiful Vienna, Austria. With me today are the Chief Marketing Officer, Julie, and Machine Learning Engineer, Michael from contextflow. They're a fellow startup here in Vienna with a deep focus and passion for artificial intelligence and medical imaging world. And they're our hosts for the Computer Vision Meetup tomorrow, which we're very excited about. Julie and Michael, great to have you on today.
Hello. Thank you for having us. It's a pleasure to be here.
How are you guys doing today? You guys are doing well? Keeping busy?
Yeah, absolutely. There's definitely no shortage of work to do ever. So
I feel like it got worse in the past few months. There's just more work.
yeah, definitely. I mean, we can just jump right in. We do work on COVID, so we kind of were in the right place at the right time, so to speak. I mean, that sounds really terrible to say, but yeah. So our work has definitely gotten more. It was meaningful before, but it feels even more so now that we have like a real challenge presented to us.
Yeah, absolutely. I think everyone is kind of in that same boat where we're having to all adjust our strategies, which I think is exciting because of the opportunity, but the workload certainly hasn't decreased at all.
Yeah, absolutely. But very thankful, actually, because a lot of people are in a worse position. So
yeah, absolutely. We're certainly doing what we can.
Purpose at the moment.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. Well, it's great to have you both with me. So before we jump more into contextflow and the topics to be discussed tomorrow at our Computer Vision Meetup, I'm sure the audience and myself would like a little bit to know about both of you. And again, thank you for being here. So quickly, I guess, Julie, we'll start with you. So as a fellow North American, I grew up on the Canadian West Coast, and I know you arrived in Vienna not too long ago, a few years ago, with only like a few things in a suitcase, from what I read, which is very exciting. And I did something very similar. So as someone who did that, I'd love to know what brought you to contextflow and what you've deemed your dream job as CMO.
Yeah, so I actually came to Austria because of neighbors in Chicago. That's originally where I'm from. You can probably hear the accent a little bit. So they were just really close family friends. And when they moved back, I started coming to visit and learning some German and just thought, wow, Vienna seems like a really cool place. Maybe I'll go there one day. And I was at the time living in LA, wasn't really my passion, what I was doing at the time. And so I said, I can blow up my life and do whatever I want. So I luckily was accepted to WU in Vienna, and I completed my master's there in marketing. Another colleague in that program was working at another startup sharing office space with contextflow and said, hey, there's a startup that could use some help. They need a native English speaker, preferably. So that's kind of how I got connected, and just from day one, talking to our CEO, Marcus Holzer, it felt just like a friend. It just felt very like, yeah, we could definitely use your help. When do you want to start, type of thing. So
amazing.
For me, what's really exciting is it's a new industry for me. Obviously, I never would have expected to be working in radiology. And the team is really close-knit. We kind of are like a family. We try and do a lot of things together. And the most interesting, exciting thing for me is taking a company from like ground zero to our like a bona fide company, and we're making connections and building products, and that's really amazing to see.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, that's what we all try to achieve, and for you to have done it over here is incredible. Yeah, it's an absolutely amazing journey. Michael, before we move on to you, Julie, I have to ask, I read that you're a lover of dark chocolate. So I have to know, what is your go-to dark chocolate?
Aha. I have it literally right next to my desk all the time. This is Lindt 85%, but anything that's 85 to 90%, that's my jam. So
have you tried the 99?
I have. It's a little bit dry, but
to say the least,
it's still quite good.
Yeah, absolutely. Awesome. I love it. Great. Michael, moving on to you. Now, I know you're a fairly recent join to the team, but again, I'd love to know sort of how you got there. I know your educational background is seriously impressive, to say the least, and how you came into the position. Yeah, I'd love to know how you're enjoying it so far, and what brought you to the role.
Yeah. Yeah, so I enjoyed very much so far, and yeah, my background is biotechnology, and I studied that in Germany, and so I'm from Vienna, went to Germany, then came back and worked also in a biotechnology company, and then my interest started to getting more and more into deep learning and machine learning, and then actually I went to the meetups in Vienna, so there are quite some, like 3 to 4 big machine learning meetups, and there I met René Donner, which is our person which is doing the machine learning and engineering, and is also from the founding team. And we talked a lot about the technical stuff, and at one point, after a meetup, we were talking about what kind of jobs there are in Vienna into that direction, and then actually we had then also the job interview right away at a burger and a Coke at a fast food chain, and this was how it started then to get traction.
Very
and then after
professional.
that,
We're very professional. We like to jump right on people that we really like.
You've said the magic word. Let's sit down for an interview.
So
that's amazing.
Worked out quite well, everything.
Yeah, beautiful. No, that's amazing. I love how connected the city is specifically, but also the industry. I think once you meet someone has that same focus or background, it's you definitely want to speak to them as soon as possible. So great to have you both with me. Perfect. So as I've mentioned in the introduction, contextflow, fairly small team, but growing pretty quickly with how much work you guys have. But you're bridging the gap between AI and the medical imaging processing world. On your website, the company vision, I love that last line that you guys have that says contextflow strives to be the search engine empowering radiologists to make this possible. I love that line. So Julie, from your position, I'd love to know a bit more about the company's mission, perhaps more on that vision statement, and then obviously the goals for the coming years, where you guys expect to go. And Michael, of course, if anything comes up, please feel free to jump in.
Well, that vision is actually expanding even recently because what we see is that our original technology, I should explain to the audience, is a search engine that allows you to look for additional information from within 3D images. Obviously, that's very helpful in radiology with things like CTs and MRIs. But we actually have a lot of other capabilities. And so now what we want to do is we've really developed what we call an AI backbone, excuse me. We've developed an AI backbone to really cover the radiologist's entire workflow. So to help them save time, improve reporting quality, boost their confidence, and hopefully we're saving money for the radiology departments as well at the end of the day. So this means that anything from when a case gets assigned to a radiologist all the way to when they conclude with their end report, we have technology that can help make that process much more efficient. Right now, radiologists are facing a lot of challenges globally. So there's new technology coming out all the time, which is amazing, but this really results in kind of a proliferation of data. And it's very difficult to be able to sort through that data and know what is relevant to my current case. There's a global radiologist shortage. There's increasing difficulty in terms of diagnoses. So again, as treatments get better, they have to be more precise with their reporting. And so this is where AI can really help come in and play a big role. So our mission is really to take over the entire workflow and improve it from beginning to end for the radiologist.
Very exciting. Lots of stuff on the plate, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
A little bit.
just a few things to work on.
Yeah.
Great. No, that's great to hear. Absolutely positive, and all about helping people in the end, which is something that we like to think we do from a technology point of view, and you're obviously employing similar technologies to do the same. So absolutely brilliant to hear. Thank you. So perfect. So with a good understanding of who you guys are, tomorrow night, obviously, we have our Computer Vision Meetup, the reason that we are all here today. So for those of you who aren't familiar, Computer Vision Meetup is an event that we've revived recently virtually because of COVID-19. We invite everyone to join online And it's really a place where like-minded individuals can come, and we have a variety of guests bringing up topics all about computer vision, machine learning, OCR, and so on and so on. Lots of good topics, and always a good audience and great hosts like tomorrow, like we're looking forward to. So, Michael, moving on to you here, can you give us a little bit of, without giving too much away, because we want people to show up tomorrow, but can you give us sort of a top-level look at what the agenda will look like, the kind of topics you're going to discuss, and more importantly, what you're really hoping that people will walk away with?
Mm-hmm. So the topic for the talk tomorrow is computer vision and self-supervised learning, and there we'll talk about the recent developments and state-of-the-art models or setups for using image data without labels and train models that can be used then for computer vision tasks. So this is quite a hot topic because there's a lot of unlabeled data out there, and I will go through like 3 to 4 papers which were recently published to give the audience like a basic overview and like where the differences, so people then know in the end where they can look and have a basic understanding about the setups.
Perfect. And what, after your talk tomorrow, what are you really hoping that people walk away, either knowing more about what you do or the technologies that you use? What is it exactly that you'd like people to walk away knowing more of?
Yeah, so tomorrow it will be more like into the future. So this is stuff we currently like look into, but we're still playing with it. And it's more about like the theoretical part, how this is set up and how it can be used. And that's it, yeah.
At the end of the day, we want people to be excited. Like, this technology is awesome, guys. Like, it's really cool. And that's coming from someone with like not a technical background. I have a father and a brother who are engineers, but I studied business and like foreign language. So it's really amazing. And I just want people to be excited about it and to maybe consider career paths that they hadn't originally thought of, or just, we want to kind of create a community in Vienna that's really engaged in these topics and helping each other figure it out, because it's not like any one company has a monopoly on these technologies, right? Like, we're all solving really challenging problems for different industries, and we can all come together and connect over that.
Yeah, I think that's something that has been big at these meetups, is afterwards people are really able to connect with connecting dots that we didn't know were there. Which is great for neural networks and bringing all that up, of course. But it's great that we can have different industries present what they've done, and other industries can benefit from that thinking or that process. That's something I think that, I think everyone, we can hope to have that be a major takeaway, right, Michael? To be able to take what you guys have learned and are doing and apply that to their specific industry or their use case. Yeah, exactly. Perfect. Well, we're certainly looking forward to it. I know that the audience is already quite large, and hopefully this little insight into you guys and what it will be about will draw a few more people to the live event online, of course, which makes it accessible to everybody. No need to go anywhere. So that's perfect. Well, great. I appreciate you both being here to share all that insight. It's been great having you. Any last minute comments, any final comments from either of you about tomorrow night?
No, just join. This is the silver lining of COVID, that you can join all these different meetups that have the name Vienna in them, but actually can be watched from anywhere. So
yeah, absolutely. Perfect. Well, again, thank you guys both so much for being here. And Michael, we'll see you tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Vienna time. So we look forward to it. Perfect. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
So I know from the Anyline team, again, we're very excited about the event tomorrow night. If you haven't registered already, just head to the link in the description of this recording and you can register right there. Again, the time is 7 p.m. Wednesday. That's tomorrow, and that's 7 p.m. Vienna time, which is UTC +2. So we'll see you guys all tomorrow. Be sure to register. Be sure to join. You're going to learn a lot from Michael. I already have today. And I'm going to go buy some 85% Lindt chocolate. So good. Thank you guys so much for being here. And for all of you watching, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.